Bangladesh's economic story begins in 1971. The nation emerged from a tumultuous struggle for independence. It inherited a legacy of poverty and underdevelopment. The Liberation War had devastated its infrastructure. Millions were displaced. The economy was in shambles. Rebuilding was paramount. The initial years were marked by immense challenges. The government focused on rehabilitation and providing basic necessities. Agriculture was the mainstay of the economy, yet it was hampered by low productivity and natural disasters. The industrial sector was nascent. The country needed massive investment and structural reforms. Despite these obstacles, Bangladesh showed resilience. The people were determined to rebuild their lives. The government implemented policies to support agriculture and industry. International aid agencies provided crucial assistance. Slowly, the nation began to find its footing. The journey ahead was long and arduous, but the spirit of the people remained unbroken. Bangladesh was determined to overcome its past and forge a brighter future. The birth of Bangladesh was marred by tragedy. The Liberation War left deep scars on the nation's psyche and its economy. Millions were killed or displaced. Infrastructure lay in ruins. The newly formed government faced the daunting task of rebuilding from scratch. Nature, too, seemed to test the young nation's resolve. In 1970, the devastating Bola cyclone ripped through the coastal regions. It claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. The storm surge inundated vast swathes of land, destroying crops and homes. The cyclone highlighted the country's vulnerability to natural disasters. It underscored the need for robust disaster preparedness and response mechanisms. The combined impact of the war and the cyclone crippled the economy. The government, with limited resources, struggled to provide relief and rehabilitation. The international community stepped in with humanitarian aid. This assistance was crucial in the immediate aftermath. However, long-term recovery required sustained efforts to rebuild infrastructure, diversify the economy, and improve disaster preparedness. These early challenges tested the spirit of Bangladesh. They also revealed the resilience of its people. The nation, though battered, refused to be broken. It embarked on a path of recovery and development. This journey was fraught with obstacles, but the determination to overcome them remained steadfast. Bangladesh's emergence coincided with the peak of the Cold War. The global rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union cast a long shadow. It influenced the political and economic dynamics of the newly independent nation. Bangladesh found itself caught in the crossfire of this ideological battle. The United States and its allies supported Pakistan during the Liberation War. The Soviet Union, on the other hand, backed Bangladesh. This Cold War alignment had significant consequences for Bangladesh's foreign policy and economic development. The country's relations with the West, particularly the United States, remained strained in the initial years. This limited access to Western aid and investment. Bangladesh turned to the Soviet Union and its allies for support. This helped in the short term. However, it also created a dependence that would have long-term implications. The Cold War also fueled regional tensions. India's support for Bangladesh during the Liberation War strained its relations with Pakistan. This had a spillover effect on Bangladesh. It complicated regional trade and cooperation. It also made it challenging for Bangladesh to attract foreign investment. Despite the challenges, Bangladesh possesses inherent strengths. The country is strategically located. It sits at the crossroads of South and Southeast Asia. This gives it access to important global trade routes. It has the potential to become a hub for regional trade and connectivity. Bangladesh boasts a young and vibrant population. This represents a significant demographic dividend. With the right investments in education and skills development, this youthful population can become a powerful engine of economic growth. The country is blessed with fertile land and abundant water resources. This makes it suitable for agriculture. Bangladesh is already a leading producer of rice and other crops. With improved technology and infrastructure, it has the potential to become a global food basket. Furthermore, Bangladesh has a low debt to GDP ratio compared to many developing countries. This provides it with greater fiscal space to invest in development priorities. It also makes the country more attractive to foreign investors. Section 5. Beyond the Threads, Reimagining Bangladesh's Economic Fabric. The garment industry has been the engine of Bangladesh's economic growth for decades. It has lifted millions out of poverty and empowered women. However, over-reliance on a single sector poses risks. Bangladesh needs to diversify its economy. Moving up the value chain is crucial. Bangladesh can focus on higher value garments and invest in design and branding. This will increase export earnings and create higher paying jobs. Developing other industries is essential. Bangladesh has potential in sectors like pharmaceuticals, information technology and tourism. Diversification will make the economy more resilient to external shocks. Investing in infrastructure is paramount. Bangladesh needs better roads, ports and energy infrastructure. This will reduce transportation costs, attract foreign investment and boost overall productivity. Section 6. Opening doors, foreign investment and export diversification. Attracting foreign investment is crucial for Bangladesh's economic transformation. It can bring in much-needed capital, introduce advanced technology and create new jobs. Bangladesh needs to create a favorable investment climate. This means simplifying regulations, improving infrastructure and ensuring political stability. Export diversification is equally important. Currently, Bangladesh relies heavily on garment exports, making the economy vulnerable to fluctuations in global demand. Expanding exports to new markets and products is essential. Bangladesh can focus on developing its agricultural exports, leverage its strengths in information technology and pharmaceuticals, and explore opportunities in the renewable energy sector. Diversifying exports will enhance economic resilience and create new avenues for growth. Section 7 numbers tell a story. The need for robust data in Bangladesh. Sound economic policymaking requires accurate and timely data. Unfortunately, Bangladesh's statistical data system faces challenges hampering effective planning and monitoring of development programs. Investing in modernizing the statistical infrastructure is essential. This includes upgrading data collection methods, training statisticians, and ensuring data transparency and reliability. A robust data system will enable policymakers to make better informed decisions, improve the targeting of social welfare programs, and help attract foreign investment by providing a clearer picture of the economy. Accurate data is the foundation for evidence-based policymaking. It is essential for Bangladesh to achieve its development goals. Section 8, Regional Cooperation Strengthening Ties for Economic Prosperity. Bangladesh is surrounded by India, Myanmar, Nepal and Bhutan. These countries represent a vast market and offer immense potential for trade and cooperation. Strengthening regional trade ties is essential for Bangladesh's economic growth. It will reduce transportation costs, provide access to larger markets, and foster economic integration. Bangladesh can work with its neighbors to improve connectivity. This includes developing road and rail links, simplifying customs procedures, and harmonizing trade regulations. Regional cooperation can go beyond trade. Bangladesh can collaborate with its neighbors on issues like water management, energy security, and climate change. This will create a more prosperous and sustainable future for the entire region. Section 9. Investing in people, the engine of sustainable growth. A skilled labor force is essential for Bangladesh to move up the value chain. It needs to invest in education and skills development, equipping its citizens with the tools they need to compete in the global economy. Improving the quality of education at all levels is crucial. This includes expanding access to primary and secondary education, strengthening vocational training programs, and investing in higher education and research. Bangladesh needs to focus on developing skills relevant to the 21st century. This includes information technology, engineering, and entrepreneurship. It also needs to promote technical and vocational education. Investing in people is the most sustainable way to achieve long-term economic growth. It is the key to unlocking Bangladesh's full potential.